Good day viewers, you are welcome back to my channel at Success Teaches. Thank you so much guys for always liking my videos and giving it a thumbs up. Today I'll be working on this project. This is a floral material. You can see it's a flowered material. So I have with me 3 yards here. I'll be using it to make a simple cowl neck top and a palazzo wrap trousers. Is a palazzo pant trouser, but it's also a wrap. You will see it, you see the description at the beginning of the video. So this is what I'm going to use it to make it. With me I have my tools here. I have my tape rule, I have my armhole cuff, I have my neck cuff, I have my scissors, my ruler and my chalk. So let's get started. How do you get the measurements for your palazzo wrap trouser? My hip is 40, so if like this 40, I'm going to times it into 2. By timesing it into 2, that is multiply it by 2, that is 80. So that is what I'm going to be bringing out in this material. I've already shared my material. This is the one I'll be using for my cowl neck. So I measured 80 inches for the width, and the length of my trouser is 42 because it's a palazzo and I don't want it to be jumping up. So when you now fold, when you have already cut your 80 pieces or whatever your hip is times 2, your hip measurement times 2, if you want it to be covered very well so that it will not be showing your laps. So this is 40 times 2. You can see this is 40 into 2 places. The next thing is for you to fold it into 2 again. So I folded it into 2 again. So after folding it into 2, that is, you have folded it into 4 places. So I'll iron it out. So mind you, the place that has joining will be at the side here. The place that doesn't have joining will be at the center from here. So this is it. The material is a bit rumpled, so I'm going to iron it very well. So this is it like this. So I told you your hip. So guys, I'm through with the ironing of the mat fabric now for it to be straightened up. So the next thing is measuring the length of my trousers, which I told you is 42 inches. So I'll be adding 1 inch to the length, that is 43 inches. That's what I'll be wheeling out here, 43 inches for the length. So for the crotch, how do you get the crotch length of your palazzo? Your hip divided by 4 is what I normally use to get normal pants, but because this is a palazzo, I'll be using hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch because I don't want it to tighten me at the down. So I'll be measuring 11 inches on the crotch length here. So don't mind this, my fabric, the chalk is not really showing well on it. So divided by 4 plus 1, that is 11 inches. That's what I have here, and I'm going to be coming in by 3.5 inches. You can either use 4, but for me I don't want it to be too big here. So you take the 3.5 inches up and you are going to roll it up from the crotch length to the up, and from there is where I will cuff my crotch out. So that's how I'm going to do it, 3.5 inches inwards. That is what we use to cuff the crotch. So at the side there, I'm not going to do anything. So, and here also, I'm not going to do anything. So this is just what I'll be cutting out. So this is just it like this. You have cut it out like this. This is our crotch, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to be cutting out is the down of the trousers. So at the side like this, this is the length that I have. This is a straight length. You are going to cut out the length. So I've already cut out the length. At the side like this, at this side, we are going to make it a little bit curve. We are going to make it curve a little bit. Just shape it small like this, so that that down will not be having a sharp edge. And the next thing is for you to just open up the side. I told you the side is the only one that will be open. You don't open the center front and center back, which is the crotch side. So the only place I'm to open are the side, and one is already open, so you just have to open the second one. So after cutting it, this is how it will be. It's going to be as a form of a big neck. So this is what we will take to the machine. And to wrap this pant trouser, you need a rope. So I'm going to be doing my rope like a belt. I'm not just going to be doing it straight like a tiny rope. I'm going to be doing it like a belt. So I'll be taking 4 inches for my belt. That's what I'll be using for my belt. So I'll cut it straight. So this is what I will use for the belt. And for the belt, you need 4 pieces. You need 4 pieces for the belt. Let me see the length that is here. It depends on how you want your rope to be, your belt to be. Here I have 20 inches each. I want it like this, is okay for me. So this is what I'll be using for my belts. So I'm through with the pant cutting now. So the next thing is for us to cut the simple cowl neck, and the length I'll be working with is length 25. So 25 plus the bending of the down and joining of the shoulder, that will be 26 inches. So this is my 26 inches here. It's because the cloth is not showing the chalk very well. That's why I'm cutting it out here. So the neck width, my neck width is 3.5 width and 1 for the down. 3.5, and the down, this is the back panel first. You know, this is cowl neck. You cut the back panel first. So this is it. So my shoulder measurement is 8 plus joining of the sleeve, which is going to be 8.5, and I'll give it a shoulder slope of 1 inch. Shoulder slope of 1 inch. I connect to the neck. So after that, my armhole length, I told you armhole, how to get your armhole, bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So my own will be 8.5. My waist line is 16. So my bust circumference, because it's a cowl neck top and I don't want to put zip at the back, and you know that in the front I told you it's just a simple one. If it's the SS one, I wouldn't have make it my actual bust measurement. I might reduce it, but this one I'm going to be making it my actual bust measurement because I don't want it to tight at the bust. So my bust is 40, that is divided by 4. 10 plus seam allowance 1, that is 11. My waist is 8.5, that is 34. But let me use 9 because I don't want it to be too fitted. 9, that is 36 divided by 4, that is 9, plus my inseam 1 inch. 1 inch is okay for your inseam allowance. And at the down, I have 40 also. So that is 10 plus inseam 1, that is 11 inches. So this is my measurements and the armhole curve. This is my armhole length. So the armhole, we are going to curve it out. Don't mind the fabric, it's stretchy and at the same time blunt. So this is my armhole. This is what I'll cut out. This is the next side. The back is not supposed to come down too much because the front is already dropping. This is my armhole curve, as you can see, and this is the side. I use 1 inch as the inseam allowance. So you can curve the down if you want. If you don't want, you can leave it straight. So this is the back panel. So for the front, like I told you, it's not the normal one. I just want to make this one very simple, and at the end of the day it will give us the same result. So I'm going to fold the upper part, like folding it to like under bust here. So when I fold it like this, my length, so I'm folding 13 inches inside. So that 13 inches will enable it to come inside very well. It will at least cover to my under bust here. So I can fold 12 or 13 inches depending on the quantity of fabric you have. So I'll place the front panel on it like this. After placing it, so it won't come straight as if I want to cut front and back. I'm going to bend it like this. So I bend it a little bit to this side. So there is an excess at the front here. If you look at it very well, it's not just straight like this. I bend my hand back. So you can see I have excess here. So this is how I'm going to do it. And at the side here also. So this is how I'm going to cut it out, because I'm not going to cut this up. I'm just going to shaping it like this. This is the armhole. The reason why I folded it, so that you will see it when I sew it finish, so that it will cover my under bust side. It won't be flying outside. So the down. So here. So this is what I'm going to be. This is the shoulder. If you see it's accurate here, this is what I'm going to be joining. So by the time you open it up like this, this is what I have. And by the time you fold it, this is what I will have. It will fall a little bit, but not too much. So the next thing for us is, this is my sleeve. I've already cut out the sleeve. It's a small sleeve. The reason why I did this, just this simple top on it, is because the trouser is big already, so you don't need a big top on it. So guys, I'm already on the machine, and the first one to sew is the cowl neck top. So this is the back, which is the small neck. So I'll be putting a bias on it. I'm using the cloth to tape the neck. So I'll be doing it like a bias. I'll use it and tape the neck from outside to inside. But for the front, I don't need to tape the neck because it's doubled. So I cut away the excess, and you can give it a notch. After notching, you sew it down for it to make the neck to be neat. That's all what we are doing there. So I'm through with the back neck like this. cut away the excess. So this is the back neck. So this is the front panel. You know, we cut it into two. So what am I going to do? I told you it's going to come like this. It's just a simple cowl neck, not too much. But you see, I folded some inside. And this one you are folding inside, you need to let it go be after your under bust, so that it will not be jumping out. So that is where I'm going to put the shoulder of the back. And this place you see that I cut was the shoulder slope. So I will take the back like this. I'm going to put it in between the neck here, in between here, and sew it. It's on the same measurement. This is just a simple way of making a cowl neck that you don't want to be too much. Not the exaggerated one that will fall too much. This is just a simple one. You can see I've tucked it in between. This is one shoulder like this. You can see that my armhole is equal. This is one shoulder. So the second shoulder, I'm going to tuck it inside. At the end of this video, I will do a paper illustration of how you can get this simple cowl neck, because the fabric is blunt. So I will just do a paper illustration for you there so that you can get it very well. So I'm through with the two shoulder now. And as you can see, let me just put it on for you to see. You can see it's just a simple one. This is my shoulder here. By the time I join the back, you can see it's not even big at all. It's just a simple one. By the time I hold the side, you see the neck. So the next thing is for us to hold the side and the inseam allowance. And the next thing is, before you hold the side, you have to sew this one down. The one that comes inside, you have to sew it down so that it won't be flying up. You sew it to the armhole. No, we cut it with the armhole. And the other side too. So I'm going to join the side and put my sleeve. I have a small sleeve here. The trouser is big already, so you don't need the top to be big. So I'll secure it down like that. The next thing is joining the side by 1 inch. After joining the side, I'll put the sleeve and I'll come and show you how to make the pants trouser. Joining the side, I'll bend it down, put the sleeve and show you my. So guys, I'm through with sewing of the top, and this is the palazzo wrap trousers, and I have already folded it, the side, that place that has joining. This is the center front, that one did not have joining. If I say I should be showing how I folded it, it will take a lot of time. I have already folded it round to this side. So the next thing is to join the crotch, which we cut out, to join it. So we are going to join it like a round shape, and we are going to double stitch it. I've already joined it once, so I want to show you how to join it the other time, the second time. So you join it round, so I've double stitched the under of the crotch. So after joining it this way, you know this is what we have. So you know this is what we have. You are going to take it like this you are going to take it like this. This is the way we cut it. So you are going to open it like this. When you open it like this, this is the second one, and like this it has turned to a trousers. You see it? You are going to open it. See the way I open it, and I turn it back. You can see how it is. You can see. So this is the crotch leg. This is the under. Maybe I should stand for you to see. This is it, and this is what it's giving me. You see the trouser, and there is an opening at the side. So the next thing I'm going to do is to attach my belt for me to use to hold it there. I'm going to attach my belt now. So after sewing, I saw that I still have a lot of fabric, so I don't want it to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'll not just attach it at the side. If you don't have much fabric, you can just attach rope at the side, but this one I want to use it like a belt all through. So I'm going to notch the middle of the belt fabric and put it on the middle of the trouser, so that I will have belts the same length on both sides. This is how I'm going to sew it. You see it like this. So I want it to be like a belt and also a rope, instead of me joining it to the two sides, because the remaining fabric will just waste, and I don't want it to waste. So I have to join everything together, so you can make it as a bow. So once I've already joined it like this, so I'll fold it on it to form a belt for me. You can see it like this. So I'm starting from here, and you know this material is very soft, so you have to be careful so that it won't spoil the shape of what you are making. So I'm going to be bending it on that front area. And let it cover the sewing that is showing inside. Don't let the sewing be showing. Don't allow the sewing to show. So this is where the trousers stop. But since it's a belt, I'm still going forward to sew the belts. So I'll bend the belt. So I'm going to knit the mouth, tuck it inside. So I'll do the same for you can see the belt as it is. So I'll do the second side, and I'll repeat it at the other side also. So because I want it to be very neat, that's why I do it like this. So people used to attach rope at the side, but if you have a fabric that can make a belt, that would be very good. Because for you attaching rope at the side, it won't knit very well. So guys, as you can see, I'm through with my cowl neck. You can see it's just a simple one. You can see it's with my cowl neck and the palazzo pants. This is how we cut it initially, but the way we are going to style it, this is it like this. So you are going to open one like this. You can either start from the front or from the back. So I'll start the first one from the back like this. You open your laps. I'll tie it like this, like a bow. So you are going to put your hand to bring out the second one here. So, and you style it and tie it at the back. See the way I tie it. So finish. You see, look at it. You can see it's wrapped. Look at the side. You can see. That was why I said you should make it ×2 of your hip so that it can be able to wrap inside. And this is my crotch length, and you see the down. So this is what I have, the cowl neck and the wrap pant trouser. So you can actually make it a bow at the back, so that if you have a longer rope, you can bring it to the front. Thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. So for the cowl neck, I'm going to put the paper illustration for you so that you can see. You can see it's very simple and fine. I'll put the paper illustration how to get this simple cowl neck that won't waste much of your fabric. Thank you. See you in my... So guys, this is the paper pattern for this my cowl neck, simple cowl neck. This is the back pattern that I've already cut. Your basic bodies, your measurements, you will have put it there. So for the front, this is extra length, and this one you are going to fold inside. You are going to cut it the same measurement at the side, or you let it be a bit bigger, like 2 or 3 inches. So this length that I fold inside should be up to your under bust, so that it won't be flying up when you wear it. So this place I have 13 inches for my under bust. At least it will enter your under. Just make it to reach your under bust. So after folding it like this, after then you now measure if you have your length. Here I have my length, which is 26. So you are going to place the pattern paper, the back. You are going to place it, but you are not going to place it straight like this. You are going to bend it this way. You are going to bend it like this. So it will have SS here for these frills. So at this place, you are going to cut the down and the armhole the same. And if you look at it here on the shoulder side, you will follow this shoulder slope. You will cut out like this. This is the shoulder slope. The remaining here will be what we drop. So here will be the armhole and the side. And don't forget that the down was not straight. You did not cut it straight. If you look at it very well, you see how it is. So you trim the down. So this is it like this. All this one will be the one. So it is when you finish this back that you have taped it, that you put it inside this one, which is the shoulder here. This is the shoulder. You can see it's accurate together. So it's what is remaining here that will now fall for this place. So that is just the simple way of doing it, but make sure this your inward bending is at least to your under bust. Thank you so much. If this video has been helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much.